If you do something, you can be led somewhere. If you do nothing, you will be led nowhere. Let's talk about why you can't find yourself. We have two types of people in this world. We have the searcher and we have the tester. So let's start with the searcher. Their life motto, their slogan, is all stressed out and no one to choke. The searcher does this, guys. It all starts here with, guys, I have an idea. And then this is exactly where it all falls down. Is this really me? This is the internal questioning. I'm trying to figure out, is this who I am? Is this something I should be doing with my life? Is this representative of who I am as a person? Does this represent me in a positive manner to everyone around me? And do I look good doing this? Is this really who I want to be? And well, some of those questions, I don't disagree with you guys asking those questions. I don't think they're necessarily bad. But what I do think is bad is just staying at that stage and keeping asking yourself, is this me? And then, of course, this leads to the next point. You're just doing so much internalization and self-introspection to try and figure out if you want to start, let's say, just going to the gym. Is that something that represents who you are as a person, or is that something that you believe in? And the thing is, guys, if you keep looking into something and you keep researching, is this for me, is this for me, is this for me, you're going to find reasons not to start. And if you find those reasons not to start, because you're also going to find reasons to start, but those reasons not to start are going to shout louder than the reasons to start. It's that simple. For instance, oh, what if I look stupid in the gym? Oh, what if it goes nowhere? What if I invest all this time and it goes nowhere? And instantly, the simple life of just wasting your time doom scrolling or consuming on Netflix and Instagram and Amazon and TikTok, all of that is such an easier life to live. Because it's not going to ask any questions of you. It's not going to ask you who you are. It's not going to ask you to develop yourself. It's not going to ask you to play the game when you don't know what the reward's going to be. If you're asked to play a game where you don't know the reward, of course you're going to be like, well, why would I play that? I don't know if I'm going to get any ROI. Because it's all about ROI. I have to get return on investment. I have to get a certain amount of dopamine for putting in a certain amount of effort. And if you stay stuck in that reward system, guys, it's very possible that you will actually never do anything with your life. Because for a while, when you're trying to build anything that's worth having, there's going to be a period of time where you are eating glass and you're getting nothing in return. But the only way you're going to get to a point where, as I like to call it, the promised land, is by sticking with it and keep doing the work when you're not getting the dopamine rewards, because that's what you have to do sometimes. Things aren't going to be just handed to you. And so as a result of what I've just said, that will lead you to this. Find a reason to doubt. Because that's what will happen. If you keep thinking about reasons not to do the thing, you simply just won't do the thing. It's that simple. For the reasons I've just outlined, if you find any reasons not to start, you won't. So you can't do that. That's never going to be beneficial for you. And this is the main point I want to get across, guys. There's no vessel or experience to figure out who you are. That's the whole point of this video. Why you can't find yourself. Everyone always says find yourself, but no one ever tells you how to actually go and do that. You need a vessel or an experience to figure out who you are. And what am I talking about in that sense? Let's just take the gym again, because it's the easiest thing to do. I'm not saying that everyone should start going to the gym. I think it's great, but I'm not trying to make this the core of the video. If you're going to the gym and you keep showing up, even when you're not getting the results, even when things aren't going well, even when you know maybe in 6 months' time you might still be in the same place, if you give up there, in a way you are finding out something about yourself, and that's that you have no grit and you keep giving up. But if you just keep going, in the face of adversity, in the face of uncertainty, that is going to turn you into a person who is comfortable in them situations then. For instance, if you go to the gym for, let's say, a year and you make no progress, but you keep going and you keep going and you keep going, and then finally you start making progress after the year, the next time you start a venture then, you have to put in an uncertain amount of work without getting a reward for a period of time. Now you know who you are. You know who you are in the situation. You can say, right, well, I've done this in the gym, so now this is a transferable skill that I can just put here. Finding out who you are, guys, is a lot about transferable skills. That's not being, oh, I'm the best tennis player in the world. Oh, I'm the best field hockey player in the world. Finding out who you are, guys, is the transferable skills of when the tough gets going, I know that I'm gonna get going. That's what it is, finding out who you are. It's not about the thing that you're doing, it's how you're doing the thing. Ultimately in life, guys, we need that. We need an experience or a vessel to challenge who we are, to then figure out who we are in that challenge. And might I also add, guys, at the end of that, when you find a reason to doubt, that just leads you back up to the top to, guys, I have an idea. And then you just stay in this loop. That's all that's going to happen. As I commonly say, the 3 Ds, the 3 horsemen, doom, dread, and despair. You're caught in this feedback loop, in this negative feedback loop for forever. If you stay being this guy who's trying to analyze everything to the nth degree, it's not helping you. But that's not the only option, guys. This is person B, this is the tester. It starts the same as person A, the searcher. And it's all with that idea. And this is the key point, guys. Why not? In this life, when you can be the, oh, why should I do that? Or, why not? Why not give that a go? Be the why not guy. Now, I'm not talking about things that are bad for you. Like, I don't know. Should I take harmful drugs for myself? Why not do that? I'm not talking about those things. I'm talking about the gym. I'm talking about trying to start that new business venture. I'm talking about making that new friend. Why not? Why not just try? This is, if you can reframe every question that you ask why, when it's something that could benefit you with your life, to why not, I guarantee you life will change. I guarantee it. You will try and build that physique. You will try and start that new business. You will try and make that new friend. You will ask that question. That's what it's all about, guys. That's how you figure out who you're going to be as a person. So then that leads to trying it. And from this point, guys, it's so easy because only 2 things can happen. As Borat once said, very nice, I like. Or else, I've learned this isn't for me, but I've still learned something. When you're in the forest, guys, and you're covered, let's say you can't see anything, you're covered by trees, it's so dense you don't know where to go. The worst thing you can do is sit in the same place. If you just pick a direction and start walking, at least you might find something. It's the same with this, guys. If you pick something and do it, you mightn't like, for instance, you start the gym once again. You mightn't like going to the gym, but then you figure out, oh, well, I actually like being in this social environment and being around people. Maybe I want to try more things like that. I actually enjoy exercise. I actually enjoy when I go on the treadmill at the start of this, when I do a 5-minute jog. Maybe I should start doing running. If you do something, you can be led somewhere. If you do nothing, you will be led nowhere. You need to try things, guys. So what happens is, I've learned this isn't for me, but I've still learned something. You go back to the top, and you try something else again, like this time, for instance, like I said with the gym. Oh, well, I actually like running. Well, let's try running this time. Let's try this and see what happens. And you come back down here. And maybe you might go to the, I've learned this isn't for me, but I've still learned something. There's a springboard from there. There's no springboard from doing nothing. There's no springboard from there. And as well, like I said, it doesn't always have to be that way. It doesn't have to end like that. Because like we said, this can be very nice, I like. This is something I want to keep doing with myself. Let's say you do start the gym, and now this is something you want to continue doing with your life. Well, no, I've just found something I wanted to do, all because I had the mindset of, why not? Why not? Why not just start? And then, guys, this is a vessel or experience to figure out who you are. If you are showing up to the gym 5 times a week, let's say, and you do that consistently for a period of time, whether you like it or not, you are learning how to become disciplined. You are learning how to become consistent. You are learning how to develop grit. You are learning how to do things when you don't want to do them. These are all things who define you as a person. They're all things that define you as a person, whether you like it or not. So that then defines the situation. You figure out who you are going to be through challenges, through experience, but not through doing nothing. And keeping asking yourself the question, oh, is this for me? Oh, should I do this? You will never find out who you are that way. The only way to figure out who you're going to be as a person, you pick something, you commit, and you do it for a period of time. It's that simple, guys. It is literally that simple. I guarantee you, if you do that for 1 year on something, It will change your life. It will change how you view yourself as a person. And as a result, that will change how you view the world. Saving the world one meme flowchart at a time.